Here, we're supposed to be proud of our NHS, it's the big thing. Oh, yes, they look after us. And I've often said to you, I've got a lot of respect for the hard-working people on the ground floor, the true workers, the doctors, the nurses, the junior doctors, and of course, more importantly, that very hard-working cleaning staff that keep the hospitals clean, tidy, and safe. But it's fascinating because over here we have a brand new health secretary, 7 months in, who's desperate for recognition. Wes Streeting. Now, Wes seems to think that he can, well, literally do everything. Oh yes, he's going to bring the NHS waiting list down. No. All they're doing, if you think they're bringing the waiting list down, is simply not including the people that they now see who came into the country illegally. They're not being accounted for because they're not citizens. That's how it works, right? Don't believe what they're telling you. But here's where it gets interesting, as many people realise. I went for a blood test, right? And do you remember me telling you? And I said, well, I'm waiting for the results. Now get this. Eventually, I tracked the people down and I got this guy. A doctor couldn't come. No, he couldn't speak to me, too busy, right? But I'm not supposed to be busy enough to go and allow my samples to be used, tested, whatever. You get the picture. Always a one-way street, right? So suddenly this guy's on the phone who can barely speak English. And the culmination of it was there was no problem, but that's not necessarily down to the health centre, let me tell you. Now, this is actually down to the fact that somebody very kindly took it in to a local pharmacy and then they deciphered what the details were. You get the picture. What did I get from the health service? Well, I got an email with a link to the British Heart Foundation, basically telling you lose weight. You know the sort of thing, chums, right? That was the deal. So it's no surprise when you look at the health centre that you look at this and you see that actually the NHS, despite what the current health secretary Wes Streeting says, are still hiring people at double, triple the salaries for inclusivity roles against junior doctors. And these roles, let me tell you, are worth thousands of pounds a year, but they can work from home, or they can zoom in, or they can do 1 or 2 days a week. But apparently inclusivity is far more important than your health. Your taxes pay for this ridiculous rubbish, right? Now, they all know it's ridiculous, but nobody dares say they're going to pull the plug because they don't want to be the one that says, no, we're not allowing you to do that. You see how this works. Now, back to Wes Streeting. Apparently, he's going to be putting a clamp down on this, and he said he will look into it thoroughly and decide exactly where he feels certain people should be allowed to be on the inclusive roster. I would say nowhere. Get back to getting matrons, clean hospitals, and of course, decent doctors on good salaries. That would fix everything. But of course, Wes himself likes to wave the banner, if you like, the rainbow flag, as and when given an opportunity. So don't expect any of this nonsense to stop anytime soon. The reason why I share this is, as I said, there's good and bad bits. The person who did the test for me at that medical centre was a lovely lady. But the follow-up, and get this, the follow-up, I'm speaking to a person, well, I'm by the side of the tube. He told me the wrong thing first. And you think about it, if you'd been diagnosed with the wrong thing and you're a little unstable and you buy the tube tracks, it's ridiculous. This is the level of care that you can now expect as a full British taxpayer. That's the level you get. Otherwise, if you come with a dinghy, the doctors will come to you. That's the level that we can now expect also. Neil Shawn, Hyde Park, London.